Good afternoon. My name is Jeff Cole. I'm a battalion chief for the City of Mountain View Fire Department in California, in between San Francisco and San Jose. We're a city, 12 square miles, 85,000 people, very urban, definitely getting more mid-rise, high-rise residential construction in our jurisdiction. And we are out here for the week inspecting 4 of 7 pumpers. We call them engines. And we'll be back next month to inspect the final 3. So we've ordered 7 enforcers. They are on a kind of a spec that we saw from an agency up in Sacramento. They're relatively short, relatively narrow. Like I said, we are an urban department, very dense. We don't really have any mountainous terrain or anything, but we do have length restrictions and some width restrictions at a few of our fire stations. So that's necessitated why we went down this path. So we are an all ALS department, 5 stations, staffing 7 pieces of apparatus. Just going through the officer seat, portable radio charger, Knox box, there for the officer to access. We run 3 personnel on all of our engine companies. One of those will be a paramedic. We've added storage compartments in the center here for tactical ballistic gear that we are required to carry. We did put a SCBA in the center because we want our firefighter to be able to don that SCBA, and if we pull up on something, they're ready to go and not have to get out, go to another compartment to don the SCBA to begin any sort of fire attack operation. We've got a compartment here. We're going to put in, one side is going to have a water can, the other side is going to have married irons. There's also, this goes all the way across, so we can put in a long handled tool if that need arises down the road. So plan with that. We run Waterous single stage pumps, 1500 GPM. That's pretty standard for where we are in California. We did make a change this time around, and we only have a single cross lay hose line. We did that because we added a bumper line off of the front, which we did not have with our previous fleet. So we come around. This is also designated for the company officer. This will be their SCBA. We'll add some hooks in here for their helmet, turnout gear, things of that sort. A couple of slide out drawers. We have toolboxes right now that we have just kind of sitting out loose. So those will be secured into here. We did put in fire extinguisher storage in the side. So dry chem and CO2. We did go with the slide out tool board. And you might notice on ours that we did not do any of the pegboard, whatever it is that you're mounting on there. So it's just as easy to drill holes and put them exactly where you want. So that's what we've got going on here. Again, just more bottle storage. We run, all of our rigs are ALS. So this will be the designated EMS compartment, monitor, drug box, airway bag, suction bag. We'll install a med vault in this compartment and then other assorted loose parts. Okay, so a real significant change for us is changing the whole tailboard operation. A few years back, we switched to just running dead loads for our attack lines. And so what we have here is 2 500-foot dead loads, 1 3/4 on top of 2.5. And then the plan is we pull past the fire scene, firefighter comes out, and they pull line off the back. The engineer or operator comes around, breaks that, connects it to one of these 2 discharges. 5-inch supply line over here, so assorted odds and ends in that one. If you note these 2 receivers here, in California, we go to all the wildland fires across the state. And so this is just a female receiver, and we've got hooks that come out and do one of these deals and pin in. And then when we go on these deployments, we'll just have 100 feet of hose hanging off of the back, and we'll leave it on there for the duration of our deployment. This truck also has air ride rear suspension, which we haven't had before. So this will go from like a height of 21, 22 inches and then drop all the way down to a height of 16 inches. So whether we need to get more hose, whether we need to reload hose, it's going to make it a heck of a lot easier to do that with that dump valve on there. Something else also new is these compartments on either side. So long handle tools, brooms, wildland tools, hand tools, the suction tube for the foam system. We have a water valve street key that we carry with us, and they'll be carried in those long compartments up there. Moving around, so it's just going to be standard tools, lighting equipment, various odds and ends in that compartment. And it's all pretty much as regular standard. Hose packs are going in here. We do carry a spare SCBA with us in case one malfunctions while on a scene, so it's going to be stored in that one. This is the engineer's compartment. So the engineers or operators, SCBA is going to be mounted here. They'll have their probably turnout coat, maybe their helmet in this compartment, and then another box on this side for all of the assorted attachments, adapters, wrenches, and things of that sort for the engineer. So single stage 1500 GPM Waterous pump. One of the things that we did different on this build was added these flow meter gauges. They are more precise than just a standard PSI gauge, and then also provide us a GPM when they are flowing. We did that because we have these dead loads in the back, and so when we go for a fire attack operation, we want to ensure that not only are we flowing at the correct pressure, but that we're also flowing the amount of water that we want to be flowing. So that was a nice addition that we did on these. The driver's side of the vehicle, more of his PPE can go into this compartment. And then with these 7 pumpers, the tiller that we were out here in January for the inspection, and we also have a heavy rescue on order. The entire fleet has PACCAR MX-13 engines. So we've gone to total standardization for our fleet. And then moving around the front, so pretty standard, Federal Q, graphic bumper line. It's going to have 100 feet of 1 3/4 in it, and that's for fire attack or car fires and for vegetation fires that we run into. I'd like to thank the City of Mountain View for giving us the funds and the resources to be able to replace basically all of the fire apparatus we have with an entirely new fleet. I'd like to thank the committee that came out, put the work into building the spec, and are now seeing it through to execution. I'd like to thank Golden State Fire Apparatus for their assistance in the purchasing process and getting these trucks built out to completion. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy.